Hi there, welcome to Chapper's Photography. Today I've got another unboxing. It's a drone. In fact, it's the Tech RC quadcopter with camera. It's not an expensive drone, $39.99 down at the local retail super palace, that is Lakeside. The shop was called Mankind. You can buy it online. I don't suppose they're the only retailer. It's a present for my Godson. I want to make sure it works. I want to make sure it's all charged up when he gets it. So I thought it would give me a good chance to do an unboxing video and a first try. And then you can make your mind up whether it's something you might want to buy. So let's not hang around. Let's get straight in the box. So it's very lightweight. The packaging's okay. It's not Apple standard, but it's not cheap and nasty. From the outside, not quite so polished from the inside, but at this price point, you know, your expectations have to be reasonable, I think. So we have the drone code. I won't bore you with that. It's a few points which are pretty obvious and self-explanatory if you're going to go flying something around outside. The instruction manual, a few pages in English only. Let's see what we've got here. So it's all within this blister pack. So 2 spare blades, a 4GB micro USB card, and a card reader which will work via USB, and a USB LiPo battery charger for the battery which I expect is in the drone. There's some very small screws which I suspect are to fix on these, which go on the outsides of the blade so you can fly it indoors, and if you bang into the wall it's not going to wreck the propellers. We have these which I suspect are legs. We have the drone itself, complete with camera, and the remote control, minus batteries. Okay, so that completes the unboxing. First thoughts are, it's incredibly lightweight. It's going to be an indoor or very light breeze outside drone. Looking at this, I don't know if you can see, the moulding on that particular one isn't fantastic. That just happened to catch my eye, but the rest look okay, so that could just be a 1 in 100, 1 in 1,000, 1 in a million. You certainly a 1 in 4, let's say that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through the instruction manual. If it's a bit tedious and slow, I shall speed it up, and then we'll get it put together and get it charged up, and I'll show you the first flight. So, charging. Switch the on-off button, off position, take the battery out. Smallest LiPo battery in the world. I've got a USB charger here. Just outside of shot, I've got one on the wall, a mains USB charger, so I'm just going to plug these in. The USB charger has got an LED built into it which is showing red here. I assume when charging is finished it will either go out or it will shine another colour. That's it, on charge. Okay, so this is a slight mystery. So I've got these legs fit on. I've got 6 screws, only 4 holes. Okay. So they just push into place. There's some plastic lugs which go into some pre-drilled slots on the drone. Okay, so just attaching the feet there. One of these screws just doesn't want to sit all the way home. I don't think it needs to. It's on there well, and it pushes in very firm. It has bitten, but it just won't drive all the way in. The rest seem fine. Okay, so these have two lugs on them. There are 2 holes in the frame, and then we screw through with the provided screw straight into the end. Okay, so that concludes the putting together of the drone. We're going to have to wait for the battery to charge. Very simple. Everything slots into place with moulded lugs, and then just screws into place. As I say, one of these screws is poor, or the recess for it to screw into the body is poor. So the other things I've noticed are lights, green and red underneath. You can see the gears and the workings underneath. They're not weather sealed or sealed in any way, so dirt, dust, whatever could get inside there. I think really it is an indoor drone or a light, sunny day. There we go, not much more I can tell you until the battery's charged and we can give it a go. So I'm going to leave all this here. I'll probably read the manual. I'll get some batteries in here, and I'll come back and we'll give it a fly as soon as battery's charged. So welcome back. The LiPo battery is charged and I've put it back inside the drone. All I've got to do now is put the SD card in from for the camera, and I thought what I'd probably do is give it a little fly indoors before I go outside with it. So yeah, the battery didn't take long to charge at all. That's where the SD card goes. So, drone on, remote control on, set, fingers crossed. Okay, so I don't know if you've flown a drone before, but you have trim controls here. So if the drone moves in a particular direction slightly, you can trim out that movement. So that went forwards. Oh, that's loud. Let's trim it back a bit. Not the most delicate of landings, but I don't want to fly it into the camera there. Not bad. So, it flies, it works, it gets up. In this confined space, I'm not even going to try the lateral movements or moving it forwards and backwards. What I'll do now, I'll pack up and take it outside.